Kids, tell me the truth. Am I no fun? Do I just nag all the time?
It's a little bland.
It was your damn a bastard in it, you crap! Ow!
Ranking every cartoon mom from worst to best. Cartoon moms. They've grounded us, embarrassed us, saved the day, and sometimes left us wondering if child services should have been called. From moms who'd throw hands at
Jeans with a G!
PTA meetings to moms who could outparent Superman. Today, we are ranking the most famous animated matriarchs from total disaster to absolute legend. Stick around, because by the end of this list, you'll either want to hug your own mom or thank her for not being Lois Griffin. 10. Mom. Futurama. Yes, her name is literally Mom, but don't be fooled. She's basically the evil Jeff Bezos of the 31st century. Manipulative, ruthless, and willing to crush her own kids if it means profits. She's on this list for being iconic, not nurturing. Worst mom ever? Possibly. But unforgettable? Absolutely.
Just make sure you eat them all. You're a growing boy.
9. Lois Griffin, Family Guy. Let's start with the obvious. Lois Griffin. On paper, she's the voice of reason in the Griffin household. But in practice, she enables Peter's chaos, ignores Stewie's homicidal tendencies, and occasionally indulges in behavior that makes you wonder if she's worse than Peter. Sure, she has her caring moments, but being the best of a bad bunch doesn't make her Mom of the Year.
This Iraqi veteran lost his hands. He didn't lose his ability to...
8. Peggy Hill, King of the Hill. Peggy Hill means well, but let's be honest. She's the queen of overconfidence and under-delivery. She thinks she's fluent in Spanish when she's not, believes she's a substitute teacher superstar, which she also is not, and often overlooks Bobby's actual needs. She's not malicious, just clueless, which in some ways is even more dangerous.
Okay, what do we got?
7. Linda Belcher, Bob's Burgers. Linda is chaotic good personified. She's supportive of her kids' wildest schemes, sings at random, and truly loves her family. But sometimes, her lack of boundaries turns encouragement into straight-up enabling. We love her energy, but if Tina is writing friend fiction at the dinner table, maybe intervene instead of joining the chorus line.
Oh my God, these are good.
Bob? Sure.
6. Marge Simpson, The Simpsons. Marge is the blueprint for long-suffering cartoon wife. She's patient, caring, and the only reason Homer hasn't blown up Springfield by now. Still, her loyalty sometimes veers into self-sabotage, staying in toxic situations far longer than most moms would. She's a strong mom, just stuck with the world's most impossible husband.
All the time? You should have called.
5. Wilma Flintstone, The Flintstones. Wilma was one of TV's first cartoon moms, and she set the tone early. She keeps Fred in check, manages the house, and somehow maintains her sanity in the Stone Age. She's not flashy, but her balance of humor and discipline gave us the prototype of the cartoon straight woman mom.
Keeping the house clean. Think hard. It'll come to you.
Oh, Betty.
There, I do it to you.
4. Jane Jetson, The Jetsons. Jane is basically Wilma in the future, except instead of stone wheels, it's flying cars. She is stylish, supportive, and, unlike Fred, George Jetson isn't nearly as destructive. Jane really because she does it all while managing 1960s-style future tech, and still keeps her kids from spiraling into Judy Jetson TikTok territory.
M-E-L-Y.
I may be homely, Buster, but I'm S-M-A-R-T smart. I like her.
3. Elastigirl, The Incredibles. Elastigirl balances crime fighting with carpool duty like a champ. She's a superhero and a super mom, capable of stretching herself literally and figuratively to cover her family's needs. She's not perfect, but she's definitely one of the strongest moms in cartoon history physically and emotionally. 2. Francine Smith, American Dad. Francine is the ultimate wild card. Some days, she's the picture of suburban mom perfection, while other days, she's in the middle of a wild backstory involving drugs, cults, or CIA missions. Unlike Lois, she's not just tolerating her husband's insanity, she's actively matching it. That unpredictability earns her a high spot.
Here until I say she is ready to leave.
Wait! Francine!
You are
1. Betty Rubble, The Flintstones. And topping our list, Betty Rubble. While Wilma handled Fred, Betty supported Barney and raised Bam Bam with genuine warmth. She's sweet, caring, and somehow avoided the dysfunction that plagued other cartoon families. She may not be the flashiest, but in a world full of chaotic cartoon moms, Betty stands out as the most grounded and lovable. And that wraps up our ultimate ranking of cartoon moms. Some held their families together, others barely held it together themselves, but every single one gave us iconic moments to laugh at or sometimes cry over. Who do you think deserves the top spot? Drop your pick in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe because just like Marge's patience with Homer, our list of cartoon breakdowns is basically endless.